Hello, 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 hello. All right. So listen. For those of you who are new here, we talk about everything. And right now what we're going to be talking about is astrocartography. Now I mentioned this before, and I just ran across another reader who was doing his own chart, and I was like, hey, I need to do my chart. And he showed me solar fire. And well, he showed it on his channel. So solar fire. That product is $150, but it is downloadable to your computer, and you can use it at any time. Now, I ran across this site that is absolutely free. I don't know anything about the app that he's using. I'm not comparing in any way. This is what I found when I went to go look. And what I found is AstroClick. Whoop. Go to astro.com to get your chart. You have to look up that you want the astrocartography, and it'll pull your chart up. And then when it pulls up your chart, you go through the chart and you pick the different spots that you want to find out would go to your planet, to your benefit, what would be negative, what would be positive. It gives you that, and it gives you details into that as well. All right, so I was checking my stuff out, and I checked out where I was born, and it just so happens that where I was born is good for people who are in the communications business and legal system. Where I grew up is Crossville, Tennessee. Now that is what you guys have been hearing a lot about when it comes to me and my history. And I have people trying to argue with me about how it would be beneficial for me to go back to Tennessee. I'm also looked up Detroit and found out some things about it. And we are going to go on a journey, and I want you to go find your own after you get off here, okay? So listen, we're gonna start with I guess we'll start with Isha. Well, I'm already on Crossville, so let me pull up a little bit. See, Crossville, for those of you who don't know, there's my little Crossville right there. I don't know how deep it'll. I-40, I live right off I-40. There's the airport. Okay, you guys want to know where I lived at? Look here, it's even giving me, oh my God, look at, whoo, Miller Avenue. North Main Street, Genesis Road. Okay, I've lived on Genesis Road. I've lived on, oh damn, Lantana Road. Look at Lantana, oh my God. I don't even want to go any farther than that. Just Lantana Road. Just Lantana Road. That's it. But we're gonna go, okay. Industrial Common Heights. Grassland Edition. Web Avenue. Taylor Avenue. Taylor Avenue is actually a very small road that is by our high school. Our main high school. Our oldest high school. Stanley Street is where our high school is. That's enough. Okay, me. Flowers Bakery. Okay, Sparta Highway. No, that's going to Cookville Miller Avenue. Crabtree Road. Okay, that's 127, so maybe go down this way. Okay, Miller Avenue. Oh, we're getting somewhere. That's it. Yeah, okay, Peavine Road. Cherry Branch, Peavine Road. All right, here we go, here we go. Here we go now. Turkey Knob, okay. Fairfield. Boom! All right, where are you at? Lakeview Drive. Okay, Lakeview Drive. Eagle Drive. Snake. St. George. Dalton Terrace. Devon. You spelt it wrong. You spelt my road wrong. Astro Travel. You spelt my road wrong. Right there. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I'll... Okay, it's giving me the same thing for the entire town. So even though I tried to zoom in, it's still giving me the town. It's not giving me the... But that's where I grew up. And that's where I went to school. So, let me see if I can... Right there. See, I push and it gives me the same one. You'll see in a minute. Oh wait, let me turn this up. That when I turn it it'll change. All right, so for Crossville, Tennessee, where I grew up, you have clicked on the geographical position 85W02 35 North 57. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence crossing Jupiter and Saturn, crossing Moon and Pluto, crossing Moon and Saturn, crossing Mars and Saturn. Okay. Crossing Jupiter, Saturn at same latitude. These regions are characterized by the opposing forces of these planetary principles. Your personality cannot unfold easily. Your optimism is halted, idealistic expectations encounter material boundaries. These are the effects which do not make a stay here appear too attractive, but the combination of these cosmic forces can work constructively and form the foundation of a later, more solid existence. Your desire for freedom and growth is guided by the concrete possibilities of your individual situation. Economic expansion based on exact calculations. Luck is no coincidence here, but due to long and hard work. Your life follows a well-regulated code of moral conduct. You learn to use your time, money, and material resources more effectively and economically. Precision, effort, and good time management skills guarantee long-term success. Advantaged are spiritual studies as well as religious or philosophical subjects. Aligning yourself with an understanding of these assists your ambition, needs for recognition, and broadens your spiritual horizon. Geographical position of this line crossing 93W34, 34 North 44, 784 kilometers to the west of the clicked point. Okay, now let's back it up, let me begin. Bye, Tennessee. We're moving up. And I'm not going to get you guys. I actually live here right now. So, well, look, there's a Taylor. Corn's done. Oh, no. It's actually got to roll some more, but... Got some wonderful corn on the cob, and I can't eat corn on the cob because I have false teeth, so I am boiling it and then going to cut it off the cob. And I got so much, I gotta put most of it in the freezer, so I gotta get a deep freeze. I never thought I'd have to say that, but anyway. Alright, so listen, now we're going to Detroit, and we're going to press that button right there. It's already changed. You have clicked on the geographical position 83W0342 in 20. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence: crossing Moon Neptune, crossing Mars Neptune, crossing Mercury Pluto, crossing Mercury Jupiter, crossing Venus Saturn. Crossing Moon Neptune at same latitude. This region is characterized by a high degree of sensitivity and imagination. Your experiences are colored by sublime and intense emotions. However, to channel these sensitive, transcendental, and spiritual energies requires a certain introverted and idealistic lifestyle. Materialistic pursuits do not fare well under the Moon Neptune crossing due to a lack of realism, and thus you run the risk of making important decisions based on illusions or deceptive feelings. Your moods are often complex and confusing. You're extremely sensitive. Deep empathy can change to euphoric raving or to suffering. Longing becomes the main theme here. The insatiable urge to disappear and escape worldly limitations can lead, in certain cases, to use of drugs, stimulants, or alcohol. This place is excellent for exploring your dreams or getting trained in paranormal abilities. Artists and especially musicians really appreciate the ambiance of this region and can turn these subtle nuances into new creations. Geographical positions of this line crossing: 20 west, 35, 43 north, 26, 4959 kilometers to the east of the clicked point. Now, where I'm going to go next is, let me see. Okay. Pontiac. Let me see what Pontiac says. You have clicked on the geographical position 83W 1542 North 40. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence: crossing Moon Neptune, crossing Mars Neptune, crossing Mercury Jupiter, crossing Venus Saturn, crossing Venus Chiron, crossing Moon Neptune at same latitude. This region is characterized by a high degree of sensitivity and imagination. Your experiences are colored by sublime and intense emotions. This is the same thing as Detroit. So, that's the same area. No. Oh, wow. So, let's find out where would be best suited. Oh, God bless America, for me to go. We know that Mexico, I did find out that around Mexico is like the best place for me to be. I guess that would definitely explain my yearning for stuff that's Mexican and Spanish, and because I'll show you. You have clicked on the geographical position 123 west 1120 north 45. The following power line is close to the point Mercury MC line. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence: Sun in zenith, Saturn in zenith, crossing Mercury, crossing Mercury Mars, crossing Venus Chiron. Mercury MC line more beneficial on the west of the line. Being in these regions helps you become more clear and matter of fact. This is especially helpful when you are involved in a tricky negotiation or have to approach the public. Your statements become convincingly precise, focusing on the essential and not playing on emotions. Your general approach favors practical applications and is in tune with the needs of the community. This is an ideal place for seeking work, finding a new career, or preparing for an exam. Authors, journalists, or reporters seem to have a hotline to current information, trends, and events of the day. Teachers, researchers, politicians, or anyone who has something to say will find an attentive and accepting audience. These places are excellent for planning or organizing long-term projects. You are youthfully enthusiastic, your mind is quick and accurate, and nothing escapes your sharp perception. You can remain aware of the whole while being flexible about any expected complications. You may even attempt to turn a hobby into a job or make it financially viable. Manual dexterity is fostered by this placement. Emotions or romantic desire gets little focus, so there can be a tendency to experience life in a rather cool, detached manner, giving preference to the rational and the intellectually abstract. Now, let's see. Well, let's check it out. All right, so for Los Angeles, You have clicked on the geographical position 118W0733 North 57. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence: crossing Moon and Pluto, crossing Jupiter Saturn, crossing Mars Saturn, crossing Moon Saturn, crossing Saturn Chiron, crossing Moon Pluto at same latitude. There is a tremendous potential for transformation in this region. But deep emotional disappointments and tensions may affect your stay here. The path towards catharsis under Pluto's guidance often leads through a valley of tears, but once you are through it, you will receive completely new insights. Mighty energies operate under this crossing. Repressed memories, past emotional hurts, and unprocessed fears come into consciousness to make you look at events at your past which you thought were long forgotten. As a result of which you experience cathartic releases. You begin to gain control over your inner processes and are no longer at their mercy. Try to accept these transformative forces. If you ignore them, they can surface as obsessive behavior or come out in confrontations with other people. Should you, however, succeed in abandoning your old habits and detach from past patterns and dependencies, you can definitely cross out the past. Geographical position of this line crossing, we don't need to know that. Alright, so let's go over here. Now, I'm going to do that right there. Washington, D.C. You have clicked on the geographical position 76W 4538 North 40. The following power lines are close to this point: Chiron DS line and Uranus AS line. The following point is located at the same geographical latitude and has therefore an influence crossing Mercury and Pluto. Chiron DS line, more beneficial on the western side of the line. In these regions, the main thing of your daily learning is the different aspects of interpersonal relations. You meet new people who fascinate and greatly impress you with their diversity. Perhaps you will fall in love and start an intense and unusual friendship, which is very different to your previous experience. However, there's a hidden tendency to subtly convince your partner of your own convictions and demands. Along this line, you gain direct contact with your shadow side and discover dark and unresolved aspects to your polarity. You undergo an alchemist process, which is open-ended and unpredictable. However, you are not trying to find a happy ending, but rather get to the bottom of your repeated relationship failures. You might even undergo a painful separation or experience loneliness and isolation. Chironic influences will continue to confront you with your own projection of weaknesses and woundedness. These experiences lead to an understanding of your own problems and form the basis at a later stage of assisting with questions about partnership. In particular, psychologists, therapists, and marriage counselors benefit from this greater understanding. Wow. All right, New York. You have clicked on the 73W 5540 North 23. The following power line is close to this point: Uranus AS line. The following points are located at the same geographical latitude and have therefore an influence crossing Mercury Pluto, crossing Mercury Jupiter, crossing Venus Saturn. Uranus AS line, more beneficial on the eastern side of the line. If you feel your life is monotonous and dull, then you should try a trip to a place with the Uranus AS line. Your desire for change, diversity, and independence could come true here, but beware, it may not be as you have planned. Greater flexibility is required along this line, and sudden incidents may create unrest and stress. The manner in which you have conducted yourself in the past will be quite different. Hold on a minute. Even your outer appearance could seem unusual. You dress stylishly and extravagantly. You change your hairdo and decide to stand out more and be highly individualistic. You are magically drawn towards the unusual and eccentric. Your present self to the world as being autonomous and without having any traditional views. Emphasis is placed on your individuality and uniqueness. Freedom is paramount. People are unsure or suspicious of your changes, and they see you as elastic. Your unpredictability and radicalness might adversely affect your relationship to your life partner. Unperturbed by the possible interruptions caused by your lifestyle, you still believe in the fulfillment of your unconventional ways. You're more fascinated by the theory of your visions than its practical application. As you are open to all sorts of stimulation, you become preoccupied with unusual philosophies, esoteric knowledge, and may even commence a study in astrology. All right. San Diego. You have clicked on the Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. You have crossing Jupiter, Saturn, crossing Saturn, Chiron, crossing Uranus, Pluto. Crossing Jupiter, Saturn at same latitude. These regions are characterized by the opposing forces of these planetary principles. Your personality cannot unfold easily. All right, that is not a place for me to go. Hold up, wait a minute. So, New York will be the most expansive individually. Spiritually, Detroit. We're staying away from Los Angeles because we're not dealing with broken hearts. Same. Alright, so we're not going to Phoenix. There's no water. For Maine. That is not it for me. And this is the same as if I grew up. It looks like where I... Alright, you tell me what you think. Okay, this is crossing Mercury, Pluto, crossing Mercury, Jupiter, crossing Venus, Saturn, crossing Mercury, Pluto at same latitude. This crossing reveals a powerful and energetic place. You are intellectually stretched. Hectic is part of your working life. You might with high expectations which force you to make wide-ranging concessions. Here you have to adjust your thinking and your communication. You may have to learn a new language, be confronted by new technology, or after meeting a certain type of person, you may have to completely review your thinking. Politicians, journalists, and those in the media benefit from those intense and concentrated energies of this region. To pursue your own interests only should be avoided, as Pluto's presence does not mix well with egotistical motives. It is important to resist the temptation to manipulate and to unmask corruption, intrigue, and secret power plays. You are to resist the temptation to manipulate and to unmask corruption, intrigue, and secret power plays. You are unyielding and have the surefire instincts of a detective, which enables you to discover the truth. Your discoveries may cause public sensations and diverse controversies. A certain level of caution is therefore advisable, as it is difficult for you to avoid responsibility for your opinions in this location. I'm not a big mouth. And I wouldn't be a big mouth in Chicago either. Let me remind you guys, I was born in East Chicago. You guys want to see where East Chicago is? Let me show you. Okay, here's Indiana. Here's Illinois. East Chicago. East Chicago is like this little island right here in Chicago. Hammond, Highland. Let's see. I lived right there. And it is the same as Detroit. I swear to God, dude. Look, I click on it, and it gives me Moon, Neptune crossing Mars, Neptune crossing Mercury, Pluto crossing Mercury, Jupiter crossing Venus, Saturn. And it's the same thing as Detroit. The same exact thing. And this is where I from 5 years old to 12 years old, I lived here. And then Cherville. I can't remember how to get to the house on Cherville. Lansing, lived in Gary for a little bit. Lake Station, Maribel. It's the same thing. Crazy. Alright, so let's try St. Paul. Not for me. Alright, so I see. Alright, what I just pointed on. Venus MC line, Venus in zenith, 13 kilometers. The small circle on the line indicates the place where Venus is in the zenith. This is where the maximum of this line effect is felt. These places are predestined for artistic and creative people. Here they are likely to receive praise, encouragement, and social acceptance. Under very beneficial influences, this could even lead to being discovered and reaping substantial financial rewards. In any event, this placement is excellent for public appearances, presentations, and successful gala nights. Quite generally, though, this influence can help you to discover how to enjoy getting across to the public. You enjoy being in the limelight, being admired by others, and holding their attention just by being yourself. Your career can be greatly helped by this aspect. You develop your talents, enjoy an aesthetically pleasing and elegant lifestyle, and appreciate the value of a cultivated manner. This placement strongly emphasizes money, property, and all material possessions. These areas lend themselves to every type of lucrative business and financial undertaking. However, a strong sense of ambition can tempt you to ever greater expenditure, and you can be drawn into a subtle form of competition for affluence and prestige. Clothing, designer labels, and luxury items become important status symbols and serve to reinforce your social position. There is a danger of placing too much importance on appearance, and you can become the victim of your own vanity. Well, and that is in Mexico. Oh my God. Mexico, Texas, and all right. So, for Louisiana, Arkansas, Houston, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, St. and let's go down here. Let's just stay right here. Okay. The small circle on the line indicates a place where Saturn is in the zenith. This is where the maximum of this line effect is felt. With the position of Saturn in midheaven, you are required to deal with your professional and social ambitions. Your personal goals undergo a critical test. You may face difficulties if you have unrealistic expectations or if you have had a tendency in the past to omit and neglect certain parts of your duties. Okay, so that is a negative. That's like going to Los Angeles right there. So, we don't do Louisiana and Arkansas. And we don't do the southern part of Mexico. We stay in the northern part. Let me check out Houston. There's hardly a better place than the Jupiter DS line for dealing with all people. Tolerance, generosity, and freedom are the hallmarks for all private and business transactions. You will meet cultivated and intelligent people with a sense of humor whose broad-minded and liberal views deeply influence yours. It is far from rare that such encounters make a deep impression on your life. You are quite frank and open about putting the considerable experiences of such people to good use, and are happy to receive helpful tips and make mutually beneficial plans. Mutually agreed arrangements relating to contracts or legal actions are positively affected along this axis. Times are happy and relaxed with your life partner. You reach a new understanding, respect each other's interests, and give each other space to individually unfold. Imbued by empathy and trust, your partnership becomes a growing source of constant inspiration. Well, who the fuck is that? God damn. Hello. They said, Houston. I'm on my way. Wait, oh my God. That was incredible. We gotta check. Listen, we gotta do the ultimate check. So, let's check it. Texas does have a medical marijuana program, but there are restrictions on THC content and on who can participate. Medical use of low THC marijuana or cannabis, it's called in the law, is legal for patients who participate in the Texas Compassionate Use Program. And how much does it cost to get a license? That's cheaper than Detroit. I cannot even say anything to that. That's cheaper than Detroit. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway. Well, how long do you have to be a resident? Dude, I haven't been in Texas since 2020. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Texas, here I come. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clock that out right there on the Houston. Holy shit, we're going to get gratitude real quick. Woo, Lord, listen. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, I'm missing one this morning. I was doing stuff. I had to hurry up, and my ride was waiting for me. I forgot I had a ride this early this morning. I was trying to celebrate the dawn with you guys, and then the ride showed up, and I was like, I gotta go. So let's get us some gratitude. What are we thankful for? Take this with you. All praise to God, who has blessed us with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 1:3. Gratitude is our ability to see the grace of God morning by morning, no matter what else greets us in the course of the day. Craig Barnes. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning all about me. Now take the time to go learn all about you. Astro.com is the place for you guys to go. Oh, I will be back on later for another one.